And welcome back to the 2019 Cannabis Industry Summit. Joining us now is Chad Wurtzel with Elite Wellness. Chad, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I was looking over your bio a little bit. One thing that jumped out is your background. You went into the Navy.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that? What captured your imagination there?
Well,
Thanks for asking.
I got kind of didn't have any direction, didn't know what I really wanted to do. I was going to college, kind of just loafing along there, and stopped in the recruiter one day, and the rest is history.
How did it change your life?
It made a man out of me. Nothing like the military. It allowed me to travel around the world twice before I was the age of 21 years old. It allowed me to find direction. It allowed me to be able to execute orders. And really made a solid person out of me.
Isn't that amazing? Like, you can't see where you're going. You're young, who knows where they're going, but you can really get lost quickly if you don't follow some path.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a structured path that they'll tell you where you're going, won't
yes,
they?
Yes. Yeah, it gave me a good sense of direction, a good compass for life.
And then you went on to work for Ford. How was that different or similar?
It was very much different. That was really my first big job after I got out of the military. I spent a year or so as a carpenter's helper, kind of trying to find my way of what I wanted to do really after the military. The opportunity at Ford came along. It was a great opportunity. I spent 5 years there, and then another opportunity came for me to move closer to home. So I left Ford in 2000 and went to work for General Motors in Delphi. And then, from there, I got heavily involved in the union.
So tell me about Elite Wellness and what does that add to this industry?
Well, Elite Wellness, we are a large group of provisioning center operators right now. We're doing a processor build out at our main hub in Mount Morris, Michigan, which will also have 3 1,500 plant grows when it's fully built out and operational, so we'll be fully vertically integrated. That will allow us to move product to all of our other facilities across the state of Michigan. We will have 7 retail operations by the end of the first quarter of 2020, which will allow us to service a lot of patients in the state.
Paint a picture for us. Say we're going on a field trip and we're coming up for the day. What would we see? What would you walk us through it?
When you come into the store, you come into Elite Wellness, we try to bring a very vibrant environment. First thing you're going to notice when you come in the floor is a beautiful epoxy floor that's all fire layered with metallics in it. You're going to be greeted by a receptionist right away who's going to take your information, check you into the system, and then check in metric to make sure that you have quantities available to buy. And then if you're a first-time patient or customer, because we will be a marijuana retailer on December 1st also, if you're a first-time person, one of our bud tenders will meet you in the lobby and they'll walk you through the store. They'll show you everything that we have in the store, from our accessories to CBD, and then show you everything that we have, cartridges, lotions, flour, concentrates, anything that you can imagine we have.
So a bud tender, that obviously paints a picture of somebody who can tell you the differences between all the different things. There's a lot of them, aren't there?
Yes, there's a ton of differences, and as I said in the panel out there, people are what drives this business. If you're going to be in the cannabis business, especially retail operation, you cannot put a price on the caliber of people you need to hire. They need to be smart, they need to know the product, and they need to be able to take care of the customer's needs the way they need it to be done.
And can 2 people walk into the store at the same time and one really needs this kind of product and one really needs this kind of product?
Absolutely.
Walk us through that a little bit.
So you might have, I'll rank it to this. Flour is still the top selling thing. Most people want flour. And that's from the 75-year-old man that comes in to the 22-year-old gentleman that comes in. But ladies like cartridges. They're going to come in, they're going to want to see a wide selection of cartridges. You may have some folks that have injuries or illnesses. A man that we just had a patient that had some knee surgeries, and he's coming in to get the lotions. He wants a rub. He wants a one-to-one compound, which is half CBD, half THC to fix what's hurting on his knee. So he doesn't have to take painkillers.
Tell me, how important has the medical marijuana side of this been for people who need care?
It's huge. It's huge. I got into this almost 10 years ago now. My stepfather, he had a lung tumor. My brother and I started out as caregivers. We did some growing in the garage, just like everybody, a little trial and error. And it gave him a quality of life for about 4 more years than what he really expected he would get. So I see that every day in our stores. I see people come in that have Crohn's disease and have wasted away to nothing, and it's because of cannabis that they're allowed to not only put weight on, but retain it. And they're allowed to have an appetite again. I've seen the chemo side of it. But it helps a multitude of people.
And how do you think recreational will change the landscape of the industry?
Well, I think Mike put it best on the panel before us. There's a lot of cannabis curiosity out there. There's a lot of folks that there's a stigma, you know. And the funny thing about at my shop that I see, and our shops across the state, you'll have everything from a rickety old Chevy out there to a Porsche. I mean, there's people from all walks of life that want to enjoy cannabis. I think the recreational market is going to bring more folks out to experience cannabis and get the stigma aside of it.
I think you're right. I think that there's a lot of people who say, well, I'd like to try it to see if it might help with my anxiety or something. And they're like, but I'm not going to go get a medical card. I'm not going to go that far.
Everyone's afraid of the government having their information. They don't like that. And it's not really like that at all. I tell people it's a very simple process. No one sees your information. But I agree with you. There's a stigma to it. But there's a lot of folks that may have always wanted to try cannabis, but they didn't want to do it because it was illegal. You know, I mean, maybe they thought their ailment wasn't enough to get a card, and they didn't want to do it because it was illegal. Now it's going to be legal, and you know what? I can walk in there, I can try it. I'm not doing it. I'm not breaking the law.
What would you say to the person who drives by and looks and thinks they want to stop in, but they just don't? You know, it's like almost like going by a casino. It's legal to gamble, but maybe I don't want to be seen in the casino. Like, you know what I mean? It's a stigma again. But
yes, and I think some of that is, yeah, if you have a dirty old dingy dispensary that's on a side street, we're on a main highway. We're a big, beautiful building. I mean, our Mount Morris location, we put almost $1 million into that facility last year, and it shows it. It's very brightly lit. It's well situated, and I would say come in, try it. You might like it. You'd be surprised at what you'll find in there.
And your staff can educate them on what they need to know.
Absolutely, they can. Each and every one of them.
And that makes a big difference.
Yes, it does.
That's probably one of the best pieces of advice you could probably give to someone who thinks they want to go into the business is make sure you're offering education along with product. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Chad Wurtzel, Elite Wellness, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I will be back with more of the 2019 Cannabis Industry Summit. Stay with us.